Welcome to episode 476 of the Nintendo Powercast. I'm your host, N64 Josh. Crawler, what's up, dude?
Crawler coming at you. Where'd Johnny go? You started to this intro and his chair's just empty. But Crawler coming at you.
Wait. Johnny, what is...
Hold on, I need to finish it.
Did you go buy this before? Like, is this where you were last week? Buying a clown outfit?
Uh-oh, he can't hear you right now.
No.
Uh-oh. Technical clown difficulties.
Oh, no. If you are on Spotify, pull your car over to the side of the road and turn on the video.
There we go.
If you are listening on Apple Podcasts or Google or whatever, go to YouTube and you can see.
Just go to my Instagram. You'll see a picture of Johnny.
Clown Johnny-Bo the third of his name.
All I can see is the gif of that guy painting the clown.
I wanted to do the makeup, but I wanted to surprise you guys.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I was wearing this vest under that shirt. You didn't know that? I was trying to do a quick costume change. It took a while.
This is like cheesy level theatrics here.
It is. And what is where did the clown suit come from? Wasn't there another bet on another show or something?
No, I bought this
Because Johnny's a clown.
2 days ago. I overnighted it.
Somebody in the chat today said that there was something about Silk Song.
Oh well, yeah, I did say I would wear clown makeup if Silk Song wasn't there. It's close enough.
Have you ever? First off, have you ever put on clown white?
No.
It's not the same thing. It's it's very hard to get off.
Well, that's why I didn't do it. This is good enough. I'm cosplaying as Cheesy today.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Cheesy, how are you?
What's going on, cheese curds? Sorry, guys. I wanted to grab a snack before the podcast, but I didn't have time to eat it. So I hope you guys don't mind me enjoying a nice cold chocolate peanut butter milkshake. It was so hot today, and I just thought I needed something to cool me down. So,
Are you sponsored or something? Like,
refreshing. Johnny, it's so good.
Also, like, we were talking for about 45 minutes before the show.
What is this bit? Am I missing? I've listened to your entire show.
That's a clown move, bro. That's a clown move.
I've listened to the entire episode of Communication Nerds.
Because we were sitting here for 35 minutes.
Yeah, and I was smart enough to put it in the freezer before then because I knew we weren't going to start on time. See, Johnny, I'm smart. I think about these things.
Why do you drink it while we were?
Because that would ruin it. I had to show that I have ice cream and you have a spicy chip.
Oh, okay.
Is that the payoff? That was a pretty bad. That's a pretty bad payoff.
Here we go. Here we go. Well, you guys are too much. You're too much. Well, before we jump into this, guys, I want to let you know that if you head over to n64josh.com/Elgato and you use code ZZ-N64Josh, you can save a little bit on your purchase over there. So if you are in the streaming game or the content creation game, you can be like Crawler and I and use the mic arm. I don't know. Do you have the Elgato mic arm?
I do. I can't lift it though.
That's okay. No worries. And then
do you have the low profile one?
Yeah, the low one. I'm also using the Elgato XLR and
the Wave XLR, right?
The Wave XLR and the Wave DX mic.
Yeah. There you go. So we are rocking a lot of Elgato gear. Like, you're seeing all of our cameras because of Elgato. So go check it out. n64josh.com/Elgato. And then use code ZZ-N64Josh. Before we jump into the meat and potatoes of the show, Crawler, where can people connect with you?
Best spots are TikTok and Twitter. Nightcrawler724. Nightcrawler is without the E.
And Johnny.
I'm Johnny-Bo everywhere. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, the Communication Error Podcast, the Cirque du Soleil, the Barnum and Bailey circus. But I did want to give an update. I ordered the chip. It's not supposed to get here for like 2 weeks, so you gotta be patient. Be patient.
People accused me of sandbagging however many years ago, right?
You didn't eat the whole thing.
Well, no. When it took a while to get here, I had to order it. And
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You got like. I'm hoping it's not stale. It says 2023.
It does not taste good, Johnny. It does not taste good.
It looks like a tasty Dorito. I can't wait.
Cheesy, where can people connect with you?
You can find me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Communication Error Podcast, CheezyC64, CheezyC64. Okay.
Well, we are going to jump right into the direct. And I think we would be amiss to not just have Johnny kick this thing off and let us know what was going through your mind the moment you saw the opening to the direct.
So unfortunately, I was not able to watch the opening right away. I was getting Twitter messages and everything, but then I turned that off so I could watch the direct in peace after it went live. So I started watching, and this trailer happens. I'm like, oh, please, for the love of God, be a remake. Please.
I thought it was at first.
Brothers in Tower was Bowser's Inside Story. Like this, but the name popped up. They didn't put the tagline until the end. So I'm like, oh, I've never played these games before, so maybe it is a remake. I don't know if it looks similar to the other games, but it's like, this has to be a remake. Please be a remake. And unfortunately, they made me lose the bet like immediately.
Right out the gate.
I think they listened. I think they knew this was happening. Like, you know what? We could close with Mario and Luigi, but we're gonna open.
Cheesy. When you saw this, well, go ahead, Johnny.
Oh no, I was just thinking like this is 3 Mario RPGs within a year. Is that too many Mario RPGs in one?
This will be the fourth. Super Mario RPG or Mario RPG remake. Oh no, you're right. 3. I can count.
Who's the clown now, bozo?
I love it. That's great. Well, Cheesy, what was going through your head the moment you saw a brand new game was coming to the Switch?
Just so much validation since a year ago, since the start of the year back in February when I was told that there weren't going to be any new games the rest of the year.
That's not a year ago. That was 4 months ago.
You know what, Johnny? I've been saying that all year, and that meant nothing to you.
Well, I mean, they did surprise me. I did not expect them to show anything new.
Yeah, so I mean, I was pretty excited just from like the start of it. Whatever the animation is at the beginning is just really cool. I know some people are saying that it doesn't look very good. I think it's a different kind of art style, and it's just cool to see Mario and Luigi back. Like, I know everybody is wanting to know who are the developers because Alpha Dream went bankrupt, but then some people are saying that Nintendo picked up most of the people from Alpha Dream, so maybe it is an in-house game.
Why don't they tell us? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Crawler, what was going through your mind the moment you saw Mario and Luigi? I keep calling it Brotherhood, and it's Brother
Ship.
Brother Ship because they have a ship.
I thought it was Brother Chip.
That's how puns work.
I don't know why.
I get it. I have a chip.
Interesting. Huh.
So Servant in the chat says the clown outfit's better than your payoff. So there we go.
Mine is tasty. So okay. Wait, hold up. Now we're covering up my face anytime the messages pop up.
Hang on. Sorry. There. How about now? Is that better? Crawler, what do you think?
I've only could think about Johnny when I think I typed it in your chat when I saw that it was a new game. But like looking at the trailer, I've never spent time on the Mario and Luigi franchise, and the real time aspect of this turn based kind of RPG looks really entertaining and makes me kind of want to go back and buy maybe expensive 3DS games. I don't know how expensive these are now, but
there is one on NSO.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, the first one on from GBA, right?
Yeah.
Saga.
So yeah, maybe I'll check that out. But like, is the combat more evolved in this version than what they've been in like Bowser's Inside Story or whatever? Or
I mean, that's what it looks like to me. The only one that I've played was Partners in Time, and that was back on the DS.
but yeah, it's been a year of, and I mean this is the directive RPGs as well, but it's been quite a year for Mario RPGs to kind of make a roaring comeback a little bit.
I just can't wait until when Cheesy plays it and he's like, actually,
It's kind of
this
boring.
game is not fun.
I mean, I put out these opinions, and then you guys don't even play the games. So, like, at least I'm doing
I
the
played
work.
the game. I enjoyed it. I just took a little break.
You didn't enjoy it. If you enjoyed it, you would have kept playing it.
That's not how that works. You can enjoy something, stop, and then go back to it.
You won't go back to it.
I went back to Metroid Prime. I'm enjoying that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sorry, Josh, I cut you off. What do you
No,
think?
you're good. You're good. I honestly like that Cheesy had a differing opinion. Like, and we even had comments that people are like, "Yo, I normally agree with Cheesy, but I don't on this one." Like, I think it's good. I think it's a good thing. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it whatsoever. If it's not like jiving with you, don't, because Cheesy just described exactly what I do. If I'm not like 100% like sucked into this game, I'm not going to keep playing. Like, I'm not. It's got to completely pull me in. They got their sale, I got it in my collection. I'm happy about it. No complaints there. I saw, like, I think we asked early on, or you guys were talking about like the free Mario RPGs. Like, Nintendo is paying attention to how much the Switch just crushes in the RPG genre, right? I mean, look at the Direct. How many RPGs did we see? You put Mario in with that genre of game, it's gonna sell. Not to mention, like, one of the things in particular about these games is I feel like the Mario and Luigi games, they are probably, and you guys might be able to correct me, Cheesy, you might be able to correct me because it's based on age, but I feel like the Mario and Luigi games have a much larger nostalgia pull to the Pokemon fan base who loves RPGs, and we're playing them at the same time. Like, Nintendo was I think they were paying attention to the fact that, their top selling games were Pokemon, they were RPGs. Let's jump on this and get our best characters doing RPGs as well. Like, I mean, obviously Super Mario RPG was fantastic back in the day, but then, Mario and Luigi on Game Boy Advance, I've never touched a Mario and Luigi game. Never. Every time they would come out, I'm like, cool, I bet those are great. Probably not for me. Right? Now, I'm beyond excited to be able to play that Game Boy Advance game. Will I get all the way through it? I mean, it's unlikely, but you never know. And then to be able to jump into this one, to me, I don't understand what any complaints about the art style, because to me, it almost looks like a classic, like, Disney animation in a way. Like, it just kind of has an old school, like, cartoon vibe to it. And I think for me, that's not a bad thing at all. So I think it was a great start to the Direct. And I was feeling for Johnny the moment I saw that it was something new. And it's just, I mean, I don't, like, the little bit that I played Paper Mario, I've enjoyed it. I will play it more. Like, it's honestly more like life circumstances right now that have kept me from playing much of anything. I've been jumping back in a little bit into Mario Kart and some into I've been playing a lot more Smash because the community has just been playing Smash, and it's been ways to just jump in with people, chat, and just kind of like take some me time, which has been very needed right now. So that's kind of where my time's been going. That and a little bit of Vampire Survivors. So I'm looking forward to this. I played all the way through RPG. I do want to continue with Thousand Year Door. I would like to complete that. And I watched this direct and I was like, cool, I've got a lot of games to add to my backlog. Exciting.
I think what I realized about this direct is like there's so many series that I need to like play through like all the different games. Like the Mario Luigi series, Donkey Kong series, a Legend of Zelda series. Like obviously this is stuff that we talked about last week, but and I've played some in the series, but not all. And to really appreciate how far all of these series have gone, I think it's good to just kind of revisit them.
And we have that opportunity, right? To some extent with NSO.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I still am playing Thousand Year Door. Like that's what I was playing before this podcast. I'm on chapter 5, and it is getting better for me. But yeah, I mean, like I still kind of have the same opinion. Like it's charming, and I understand why people like it, but the pace of it is not my favorite.
That's fair. That's fair.
When is that coming out?
The 17th of November.
Oh, November. This is November.
So we got an October game. We got a September game. This is a November game. We'll get something in December probably, but I don't think they have
an October game.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, we got a big October game, right? That everybody's so excited for.
I actually am excited for that one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good.
Me too. Our first
entry. We got a July game right here, right now, coming up. Nintendo Switch World Championship NES Edition 19. Is it have 1990 in the title?
Looks like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Nintendo World Championships NES Edition 1990, and that's just when they came out. So when they started,
still no. Well, I guess they do have online functionality. You could race against Ghost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What let's just go down the list. Crawler, kick us off. Are you looking forward to this one?
Yeah, it doesn't change. I mean, I pre-ordered it whenever it popped up on the. I'm glad I didn't have to buy it through Nintendo, and I'm glad it wasn't a fight to get the collector's edition. So I have the collector's edition I'll get from what?
You might be wearing this outfit.
Well, I have it ordered from Best Buy.
If they canceled the pre-orders.
Oh. Yeah, okay, we'll get to that. Hopefully, I just get to pick it up from Best Buy on day one. And I think I ordered it twice because I tried to change my order after it was shipping only, and then I was able to change it to store pickup so they don't damage it in shipping and I don't have to wait possibly for it to arrive. But this might be one also. It's like what, $15 digitally? I might double dip.
It's 30.
I got to backtrack for a second. Just real quick. You guys went dead silent when I said what I said after Cheesy finished up. I was reading chat and I thought you meant revisit the series, like with the opportunity to go back, but you were just talking about the game itself, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because there was like dead awkward silence, and I'm like, "Yo, I did not hear him correctly." It was dead silent. So I just wanted to, because I was like, okay, what? So sorry about that. We got the chat is kind of going crazy tonight. So I've just been, I'm trying to stay in both conversations. So do forgive me. But let me get back to World Championships. Johnny, what are you thinking about this one? You excited to speed run?
I'll pick it up, play it for one day, and then be done with it.
Okay, awesome. Are you going digital or physical on this one?
Digital for sure.
You don't want
it's just
a
add
gold
it to the
card?
collection. Add to the collection. It's not a big deal. Add a collection. I don't know. I don't know why they don't have why we can't play against our friends in real time. I don't get it. It's dumb. Nintendo, you better fix this for your next console.
Yes.
My gut feeling, it's just a price thing. It's the development time. I'm
Like, you don't
assuming.
think it's worth. You don't think they think it's worth doing it right now.
So
on this game?
go back to that snapshot right there. Like, so this right here. Pause it. Whoop.
Which, just tell me when.
With the 8 players up on the screen.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
like a battle royale type deal.
Yeah, so it's, I mean, similar to a smaller scale, kind of a Mario 35, I think, but it's like, are these? It said play against your friend's ghost in the direct.
Mhm.
This all appears to be everyone doing everything at the same time. So
It probably takes their best like runs.
but how?
Well, can't you save like a ghost data for like
Not
Mario
if you're
Kart
playing
and upload
against
it?
these people. Like if you're, I don't know.
You probably upload your ghost. Yeah, like Crimpus says. Kind of, you do that in Mario Kart. You upload
But then you're just knocking out ghosts if you do it faster than them. That just seems.
I guess so. I don't know. I don't know how
That
that
seems anticlimactic. I mean,
And there's a difficulty. It says normal. So like, does that
where do you see it say normal? Oh,
the top.
difficulty up at the top.
Is that like the crappy?
I think that's
people?
the round. I think
No,
that's
no,
the
like
it's
the
round.
cheesies of the world.
That's the wow.
Wait, sorry,
He's just
I'm wrong.
sipping on his milkshake.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong. That would be the very easy mode. I'm sorry.
Yummy.
Cheesy, what do you think of this?
I think I'm kind of with Johnny, which I hate saying, but like I'm getting this for my birthday. It releases on my birthday. So like if it wasn't, I don't really know if I'd be picking this up. I think it will be fun to see like what people do online with it. Like when I say that is like going on Twitter and seeing, you know, the speed runs that people are doing and just how fast they're able to do it. But like right now, it's like it doesn't really appeal to me.
Okay.
All right.
So everyone's getting it, but only a couple of us are excited.
We are the problem. We are the problem.
The thing for me is I couldn't be more excited about this game, and it part of that excitement comes from what we did at Nintendo Live. Like, do I think they could have made this the NES Remix 1 and 2? Absolutely, and it still would have been fun. But like, one of the things I'm most excited about when I get to finally go to Japan is going to the museum, right? Like, this is not only a part of Nintendo's history, but like a huge part of my childhood. So that's what excites me about this. And like, you know, getting to do these, like this is my gut feeling. This game is going to have a lot of people trying the games that are on their NSO, in some cases maybe for the first time, and two, it's going to make them so accessible that it's like this is a lot of fun, right? I think what's going to happen is there's going to be an element of getting addicted to the speed runs because, like you guys were talking about, there are different difficulties of the levels. There's like the normal all the way up to like the Master Legend or whatever, where you got to beat the entire Super Mario Brothers game as fast as you can, the whole game
in one shot.
Yeah, in one go. And I mean, this is what I did as a kid. Like I did that as a kid. Like I remember a guy was working on my dad's farm, and he was like, "Yo, I can beat the whole first game in like 5 minutes." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Hold my chocolate milk," right? And then I just started doing that. Like it was like a whole new way to start playing the game. And was like, yo, I got it down. Like, you know, I don't remember. It was probably 10 minutes back in the day, but like, I did it even not that long ago. I did it on stream, just playing all the way through it. And there's just so much muscle memory and like so much joy going back in and hearing the music and all that stuff. So
was that guy the guy that showed you the shell trick as well?
That was probably Nintendo Power. I'm assuming. Like it's, I don't know. It's that's a good question. There's a very real possibility. Like, and some of those guys I would like I played Metroid for the very first time by borrowing Metroid from one of my dad's employees. So, just kind of funny how the NES was tied even to just people that were working on the farm I grew up on. So,
I mean, I understand what it is that they're doing, but I think it would have been nice if it was like on the expansion pack or through the NES app or something, so everybody has access to it, because it's $30, and I don't know.
And then there'd be couch co-op play if it was through the NSO too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could see that.
well, yeah, so there's the legend challenges. That's all the stars for the legends challenges. And I mean, we're going to see people that do some crazy times on that. Like, and I don't know. This style of game where it's like, you're just competing in times in these like mini games of these full games. I'm here for it. And I think there's going to be some pretty hype moments on stream. I think the four of us, well, depending on how, like, I don't know how it's all going to look. Like if you can choose to even play against your friend's ghost, or if it's always going to be random, I don't know. We don't know. Would it have been better if we could like grab people from stream and play these? Absolutely. 1,000% yes. Like that would have made it more fun. But still doing it the way we're doing it here, like I'm glad it at least included that, and it wasn't just like me constantly beating my own times. There is a community aspect to it, which I think is cool. So next up is Fairy Tail 2. Brawler, I know you were so excited about this one. I saw so many tweets coming out. Like, I didn't realize you were such a big anime fan.
Can we choose games to pass on?
We can, yes. Are we all passing on Fairy Tail?
I'm sorry for anybody that's a Fairy Tail fan, but I don't think any of us are. So I'm saying pass.
Okay.
Yeah, just another. It's a Dragon Ball Z looking anime that has a game now.
Have you seen the? There's a video going around that somebody did like. I think it's the Animaniacs, where they're like saying all the countries, but they did it for the Nintendo Direct, and it was like anime, and Mario RPG. Yeah, it's just like another one. Like I don't know. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a Final Fantasy series creator. Okay.
Yeah.
So this one, I will say, I said this when I did the ladies' night show. This one, the only thing that intrigues me about it is the way that like it used to kind of, like the reason I got turned off from RPGs as a kid immediately was like, I want to adventure like in Link, but I'm running into these little creatures all the time and then forcing me to do these boring battles. Like I didn't enjoy that back then.
Well, this one you go store them somewhere and then you can fight them all at one time.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
cool.
Right here that you move them to a dimension and then you can just fight for what, like such a brilliant mechanic.
And your attacks
in
go
my
through
opinion.
multiple. Like it seems kind of cool. I am kind of intrigued by this one a little bit.
I want to pick this one up. That they sold me, honestly. Like this is one that I want to pick up because I mean I'm always looking for that potential Xenoblade experience, right? Mm-hmm. So, Crimpus says, "Wow, we don't like weebs around here."
Wow, I would not say that. I like anime.
Okay, well,
so Cheesy, you get to lead this one off.
What do you want me to say?
You tweeted about it, so
I mean, yeah, I think it's cool that Switch Sports is getting basketball. It's so random that was
not the sport that we asked for.
The only sport. Like when you think about what Wii Sports gave us, there's still baseball that is missing. How did we not get baseball? Like I'm excited that we have basketball and 3-point contest and like a shooting contest, but
you know what sucks about the 3-point contest?
So baffled.
3-point contest is not online. It's only local.
Okay.
That's lame.
You can upload your score though, right? That's all it would be. Are you looking for just that? Because even in the NBA All-Star weekend, they're going one at a time, and it's just their time.
Yeah, but I like a head-to-head thing would be cool.
Okay.
I don't know why they would.
They would mess that up, and it would only be head to head, kind of like knockout bowling.
Yeah, go back because there's
There is
like
it's the live shootout one.
yeah. So is that only couch
It's
co-op?
local. It's local. Yeah.
Does it say that
Yeah, on the.
on the screen?
Well, I don't think it says on the screen, but I saw the. Like they tweeted about it. I think
Who wants to sit there and dribble with their Joy-Con? Like,
it actually looks pretty fun.
Yeah,
beware of your surroundings. Wrist straps allow for adequate room around you so you don't break stuff.
Yeah, I guess you could be like, oh, my best is 30.
I like how the person on screen has their other hand up, like they're supporting
Like,
the ball.
this would be
before they
fun
shoot
online, but I don't think that's online.
I don't
the
know.
2-on-2 is.
I'm
The 2-on-2 is,
I'm a lefty, so I'm gonna have to like actually switch my Joy-Con on this one. Switch to a different hand.
I mean, so Johnny's been playing or played Switch Sports last Friday with Uncle Jeeb from Drip and Jeeb podcast, and I mean the game isn't great, but it's not terrible, and it does kind of make me want to.
It's fun when you play with people it's fun playing with your friends.
Yeah. And when they said that they were adding basketball, like I'll jump back into Switch Sports just to try it out, and then I might go back to soccer because I really enjoyed that mode.
Well, that's like the worst mode, though.
Johnny, with a friend, can you play a full 10 frame thing of bowling?
Yeah. Yeah, you can just do regular bowling.
Why isn't that a thing on? Like, I don't get why that's not a thing online. It's it's only knockout bowling online.
So you can't. So we made a friend lobby and we were able to do just standard bowling.
Okay, they need to add 100 pin. They need to add a lot of things to that game.
But how random that they're still adding sports. Like, did anybody say that was going to happen?
We had joked about baseball.
I thought they were gonna do something with Switch Sports because it sold 13 million copies. They were either gonna make another one. We'll probably see another one.
It's fit Johnny's criteria of the 1-2 Switch metric.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's getting an update. It outperformed 1-2 Switch.
Josh,
I want baseball. That's all I'm gonna say.
Home run derby, really.
Yeah, I want home run derby. I want like
because you used to be able to hit it out of the ballpark in home run derby on Wii, like
yeah.
And didn't the announcer say something special when you hit it out of the park?
It's been so long, and honestly, as bowling dominated all of my time in the sports games, like in the Wii sports games, but it at the same time, I can remember playing all the sports games with the kids. Like the kids love that they love that stuff. So, just home run derby seems like such a miss. And I mean, if you look at the map, this
is probably where it's going to go.
Yeah, but it looks like a baseball. It looks like a baseball field. That's what's so strange. So, fingers crossed, we're not done yet.
Where's the map? Is it in the very first frame or is it
no on the game? Like if you look at the game, where the game
missing
it's missing a spot, which this is going to take, but it looks like a baseball diamond is what it looks like, or like a baseball stadium. So,
this is going to be on top of a roof somewhere. Look at where we are.
I know
they're going to be on a baseball diamond.
What was the original? Was her name Kara or whatever from the first commercial? They're playing next to her.
Nintendo Switch rooftop party.
They are, yeah. They totally are. So,
I think I hate it on Switch Sports too much. It's actually fun. I agree. I think it's a good game.
I don't. There
it is. It's on top. It's on. Oh, it does kind of look like a baseball diamond a little bit.
Yeah, but it's a basketball court.
It's on top of a parking garage.
Yeah. So that means we may not see it.
Loves that game. My nephew, whenever he comes over, he's like, "Let's play Switch Sports." He loves it. He's a cheater, but he loves it.
Okay.
He blocks the TV.
Oh, that's awesome. and that's the thing that I find, like, Mario Party has gotten a resurgence right now. Like there's been more Mario Party. Like when I fire up bowling, all of a sudden I mean, you guys wouldn't believe my daughter took my 1-2 Switch because she enjoys playing it so much, and I'm just like, what?
The new one or the old one?
The old one, like.
Oh, okay.
But they
I still
played it.
don't
They
own that
played it when
game.
they were young, and
Yeah.
so for them, it's like one of those games that it was like, yo, this is kind of a
Are
novelty.
you saying it's a nostalgia? Somebody has nostalgia for 1-2 Switch.
I mean,
Because
Oh,
the Switch has
man.
been out for 8 years.
yeah, it's
yes.
that's a retro game at this point.
I was watching something and they were like, "Yeah, I was in 8th grade when the Switch came out." I'm like, "Oh my god, you're like a grown adult right now." We need to
Yeah.
kill the system. It needs to die.
Well, next up we have Mio.
Joey's asking when basketball comes out. They didn't really say. They just said
This
summer,
summer.
and
It says
we entered into summer today. So,
Next week.
I don't know why this wouldn't be
within the
a-
next
it
3
sh-
months.
It should have been a shadow drop. I don't know if we
It
got
should have
any.
been.
I don't know if we got any shadow drops in this.
I
direct.
bought it. It's the metal slug
Oh,
attack,
But-
like tower defense.
no Nintendo
No,
We got,
shadow drops.
like the NES or the
Oh, that's
expansion
true.
pack app.
yeah,
we
that
got
took a while to download. We'll get there. I
We
think
got the
that's coming up here.
mature N64.
Why is
app.
that a new? I was trying to update my 64 and is like
We're
where
babies.
is this?
You're
You had to
babies. You
go-
can't shoot any dinosaurs. You're a
And then it's
baby.
And then
Hey.
I had to go into the eShop. We'll get there.
You're getting ahead.
I
Come
know.
on.
I
This
do
is-
kind of want to
Oh,
hear.
I
This
can't
looks
wait
like-
to talk about it. Joey's here, and I know he hates it.
What
I
what
want to
is-
hear what Crawler has to say about Mio.
So Josh and I talked about this like directly after the direct, and it gives me Ori vibes. So I mean, it looks pretty cool. It looks like Grease kind of mixed with Ori a little bit.
Yeah, and even though we don't know what Silk Song is yet, I can see elements of that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks cool.
And a little bit of Celeste, like the traversal and just the
Yes.
stain in the
Mhm.
air. Like,
I mentioned that when we on the ladies' night show. I was like, "Yo, I'm seeing some Celeste in this." And what I said on that show too, and you guys, it might resonate with you guys. If this game was on an indie direct, I feel like it would have way more attention. And I feel like even though a ton of eyes are seeing it, that I'm afraid it's going to get lost in the shuffle. Almost.
It'll be featured in an indie direct or another one. It's coming out in 2025. We got time on this.
Yeah, that's good, and that's a good point. That's a good point. But I
I
mean,
don't care about it yet.
Johnny, enlighten the world if they did not listen to Communication Air about your thoughts on games in the future that are not this year.
It's just not. They're not excited. Like it's not that exciting to see a game that's not coming out for at least a year. Like I'm gonna forget about this game next week, guaranteed. And everybody else already forgot about this game. Like we're talking about it now, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot they showed that game." Everybody's just gonna forget about it. Like, it's not. It's not exciting. To see something
Brian's
this
chiming
early.
in, saying, talking about Grease, and he was a big champion of Grease back in the day.
Grease
Like,
is great.
Look at the problem that Silk Song is having right now.
What problem is
Showed
Silk
that
Song
game
having?
7 years ago or 6 years ago.
And every single live chat anywhere for any game conference is Silk Song win. Silk Song
There's
win.
a reason why he's wearing the clown outfit.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, doesn't that makes you feel dumb? Like, oh, I'm excited for this game that I have no idea when it's
Guess
coming
what?
out.
Silk Song is a
Jeez.
stretch goal for a Kickstarter from I don't even know what year Silk Song was, but that
I'm just saying they shouldn't have showed it. They
grew and
shouldn't
grew
have
and
showed
grew
it
and
so
grew.
early.
It was
They-
playable on the last E3, which was 5 years ago. Josh
what
was there on the
happened?
floor. I don't know. They're working on it.
Don't show games so early.
hey,
It was playable.
they were like, Metroid Prime 4 took how long? Hold our beer.
I will say when we get to that part, I'm kind of excited. But they did reveal that 7 years ago, so that's
Brian wants to
frustrating.
know what the acceptable window to announce a game is, Johnny. 1 year, 6 months, shadow drop.
1 year. Yeah, I think 1 year.
Well, you would so January 1st. there
This
needs
doesn't
to be
even have a date. This just says 2025.
Okay. So it's January
So-
1st, there just needs to be a direct for Johnny, like a game
Yeah, as
game
long as-
announcement direct, and
Yeah.
it's for all platforms, and it's just the year of 2024 game announcements for Johnny.
But that's what's cool about like the Mario and the Luigi announcement, the Zelda announcement. Like they're all coming out within 4 or 5 months.
But
That's
everyone's
super
freaking out
exciting.
about Nintendo. Well, you're also going to be eating a chip because of that. But everyone's also.
I don't care.
You will care.
I'm gladly
Yeah,
eating
in a little bit.
I'm gladly eating that chip. Like at least it wasn't just one game. It's like 3 games that would have maybe lose the chip.
Thank you.
But the fact that like we're coming into this and it's like we don't know what Nintendo like the year looks a lot better now in June, like for the rest of the year. But like going into it, we had really nothing past July. And now,
All trolling
we,
aside, this game looks really good. I just want it like to come out sooner.
Yeah, the date shocked me too. Not gonna lie, like especially with as much as they showed, I was like, this looked like it could be an out now or see you in a month kind of
We
thing.
don't even know what type. We don't know if
Cutscenes
it's a
and gameplay.
Metroidvania.
Yeah,
Just
Crimpus
like-
is asking that. Is it more linear or more a Metroidvania? And it, like, I think Celeste is probably more of what we're looking at here. Like, it looks more about the way you traverse the world with the tentacles and.
Yeah, all the set pieces look different, so it does not scream kind of Metroidvania. It kind of screams like moving one area to the next, and it kind of everything is also left to right. Well, I take that back.
Yeah.
Most of it is left to right.
Yeah, I wonder what. Yeah. Who knows? We'll find out in a year.
When it comes to Switch 2.
Yeah. Everybody thinks Metroid Prime 4 is the Switch 2 game. This is the Switch 2 game.
It is. Absolutely.
Memories in orbit, Mio. There you go.
All right. Well, next up.
Pass.
Okay. That's what I figured. Pass on
Hey,
Hello Kitty.
That was a day. That
Hello
was a
Kitty
day
Adventure.
drop. Illusion Island was a day one. There was a day of drop. I updated my game. I haven't played it yet, but I updated. But yeah, whatever.
Thanks. Johnny, go. Hello Kitty. What are you excited about?
Oh my god, I'm so excited for this game. Hello Kitty Adventure. It's coming out this year.
How many Animal Crossing likes did we get in this direct? Like
Yeah,
3?
This just looks like Animal Crossing. It's just like a meme. This game is going to sell really well because of it's Hello Kitty, which is like a huge IP, but also it's a meme, so people are going to buy it.
Hello Kitty Racers, Josh. How expensive is that Wii U?
Yeah. Watch out for
CD?
that one. Yeah, it's.
Hey, if you want Animal Crossing, if you want more Animal Crossing content, just play that game.
Well, here's the thing on Ladies' Night, Jenna said she played all the way through this on her phone and couldn't put it down. Like she loved it.
Oh, this is a mobile game coming to Switch?
Uh-huh.
Oh, pass.
That's surprising to you?
No, I guess not.
But I'm just curious what their monetization model is going to be. If it's going to be free to play or if it's going to be sold and then you're going to get all the stuff. I'm just curious.
Going to be as in your face as Star Wars Hunters is. Buy this every time you upload.
You didn't buy this bundle yet.
All right. Well,
why are we getting this game? This Looney Tunes sports game?
I mean, why not? Why not?
Warner Brothers is confusing me though. They want people to care about Looney Tunes, but then they cancel Looney Tune projects. So like, who's their audience?
And this art direction just seems weird. Like the backgrounds don't match up with the sprites.
It looks like a Switch game. That's why.
This is gonna be on everything though. I guarantee you this is on everything.
There's this one, and then the Funko game like looks rough.
Oh
These are the
god,
Switch
Funko!
versions.
Like we'll get there, but that Funko, what are they doing with that? Who is that for?
Brian
maybe
said
it's
it looks
better-
like a GameCube game.
Maybe it's better than Mario Strikers Battle League.
It looks like it's the exact same gameplay.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna buy
interesting
it. Looks
choice.
fun.
Oh, here's another one. This is what caused the leak for the direct, right?
Yeah. Among
We
Us
got Among
DLC.
Us DLC. New. You can go invisible now because it wasn't already hard enough when you killed somebody, right?
Oh, that was
That
Shadow
game is
Drop, too.
only fun with friends. I don't know why they have random lobbies for that because everyone just like randomly votes.
Again, not for us. Yes, my daughter has so much time in Among Us, like
Why?
playing with randos.
There's no conversation to like mislead anybody or do anything. They just randomly vote.
Wait,
Bro,
is this Pokemon?
why did we love Super
No, this
Mario
is,
Brothers
this is,
3?
This
You
is
know, like
Monster Pikmin, Johnny. Did you not watch this one?
I did not watch this one.
This is Monster
Oh,
Pikmin.
it is Monster Pikmin.
yeah. But it's creepy, like the way you grow
them.
animals.
It's like foxes hanging
Yeah,
off
right
these
here,
That's
like-
what you do in Pikmin.
Yeah, but it's just like
They're
there's
like
a living,
bottles?
breathing thing. Like,
Oh,
why
man,
is
I'm
he
buying
folded
this
up
game.
like
What the heck
that?
is it? I must have zoned out or just not watched this trailer. Yo, this looks awesome.
You gonna make your money back on this one if you buy it, Johnny?
Probably not, but I don't want to. Not everything about some money. This looks fun.
Someone said those have to be GMO.
What IP is this? Is it an IP or is it just like
I don't know what. Hover over, Josh. What's it called?
Oh, it's called like
Pharmasia?
yeah, from Marvelous.
November.
Can you guys remind me of
Johnny.
it so I buy it when it comes out?
Yeah, we'll try. Let me set a reminder. Hey Siri. No, don't. Quiet.
So who thought we were getting a new Donkey Kong and then it's a remake of a remake?
I did not. I knew it was the remake as soon as I saw the hut. I was like, oh,
I'm happy we're getting this, honestly.
You're not allowed to
Because-
talk about it. It comes out in 2025.
But it's within 6 months. It's like
Does it have a
January
date?
1st.
Does it have a date?
It's like January 16th or something. No,
I
I'm just
didn't realize it had a
happy
date.
that we're getting this on the Switch because we have Tropical Freeze.
we have the collection on NSO.
Mhm.
We have the Donkey Kong Country ones.
Mm-hmm.
Was the
like-
remake a remake of the original?
No, it's just Donkey Kong
This is
Country
its own
Returns. It's a Wii U or
Yeah,
it's a
it's
Wii game that came
like
out
a
on
reboot.
3DS, and then this game has all. What did it say? There's like 80 levels. So because some of them were
The-
added to the 3DS version.
I hope the one thing, I don't know if you guys played this game before. The controls are terrible. The Wii version, you had to like waggle.
Because it was
to
was it
do
a sideways Wiimote kind of situation?
No, I think you had a waggle.
I have it on 3DS. It was one of those back in the Club Nintendo days. It was one of the free games. So it's one of
Yeah,
the few like AAA games or whatever that I had on my.
And I think on the 3DS, it didn't feel right because you had to, the roll was, it felt
The nubbin?
off. So hopefully with the actual normal controller, it will be fine.
We shall see.
But it's a retro game. Retro Studio's not like a retro. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
is
and
it
it's made
technically
by-
retro right now?
It's both.
But who was it? It's like Forever Entertainment or something like that.
Retro's
made
the
it?
original developer.
Is the original, yeah.
Yeah, so
But I
it's
think
a
they
port of a
discovered
retro
who
game.
were the developers of this game.
I
No way to
love
tell.
the colorless
The
levels,
silhouettes.
the silhouettes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like again, when it comes to collecting and having a lot of these, like having everything in one place, and being able to jump into any in that series on the Switch. I think we have all of them on NSO. Maybe somebody can correct me, but I think we have.
No, I think
I
you're
think we
right. I
have
think
one.
you're right.
I think we have.
I think
one,
we
two,
have all
and three.
the SNES ones. We don't have 60. We don't have 64.
Not
Donkey
yet.
Kong 64. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think that one's considered a country game.
No.
So
No.
But quick little sidebar, real quick. We were talking about this on stream today, and I wanted to bring it up with you guys. Now, in the same with the conversation around like having all of the games in a series on a system, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about, because where we got hung up on in chat today is how do we do games like the Phantom Hourglass? If you want the entire Zelda collection, how do you do it? What do you guys
Just forget
think?
they exist.
Okay,
Just don't think about them.
Phantom Hourglass was
That's-
on Wii U.
was on Wii U, and it could work because you had a stylus. So what if on the next system, Nintendo sells a controller that has the ability to pull a stylus out, and so that they can literally start putting their entire collection of games on the next
Switch is going to be compatible GBA style with GameCube. So Switch is going to be compatible with Switch 2 in that same manner. So it'll be second screen right there.
So you can,
It's $800 system.
You need the Wii U gamepad. Like you have to have a Wii U.
oh my god. But for real though, what do you guys think about that? If they opened up the possibility now, the only thing is like the other thing we talked about, and we're gonna get to it, is like, you know, we have the N64 NSO controllers, right? Which I was fortunate enough to get these when they came out. I think some of us, I think Johnny was, I know Crawler was. As long as they have them available, these are not easy to come by. That's one of the things that's frustrating about trying to go back and play some of these games, is they're not easy to come by. So it would have to be if they said, okay, DS games are coming to Nintendo Switch Online, but you can also buy this controller so that you can play all of them. Is it a good play, or would we rather not have those games because they are tied to stylus controls?
If they can make it as cheap as like a Game & Watch,
like $50 so that you can essentially play it would essentially just be a small screen, and who knows, maybe it dual screens. Maybe it becomes like you could literally, because on the Wii U you have options. You can put both screens on the big screen. You can do just like a DS on the screen and have a small and a big, or you can do half the screen on your gamepad and the other half on the TV. So I don't know. It was just kind of some food for thought. Something I thought we could kind of kick around, and I was just kind of curious what you guys might think.
Well, I might be biased, but I would do it. I'd pay $50, $60, $70, $80 to get the DS is like one of the systems that I kind of don't have that much experience with.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like I played part of Phantom Hourglass.
I did Spirit Tracks. So I didn't do Phantom Hourglass, but I have them. I think I bought Phantom Hourglass on my Wii U.
If they want guaranteed sales, man, people love the DS. They love it. If they launch the system, if they launch the new system with DS games and like Wii games on NSO, guaranteed will sell.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. Could you imagine being able to play Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart Wii again online? Brawl? Melee?
Yeah.
Like
Melee, if they could do a GameCube, yeah. I don't think any of the other ones would. I mean, I don't know. There's enough people, I guess. We've gotten enough Wii tracks in 8, right?
Oh, it's just, I mean, I literally had somebody in my stream today. Could you please stream Mario Kart Wii? Like, it's almost every stream. People want to see, like, do you know how many people played Mario Kart Wii and think it's the first Mario Kart game? I'm not joking. Like, I'm not joking. And I love it because it's like, that's what they grew up with. You know, like they have no idea that it was around how many years prior, but like, I'm here for it. I love it. That's the way they see it. It puts a smile on my face every time. So I don't know. Cheesy, what do you think? Would that have any allure for you to be able to play, you know, because some of the DS games you could play. Now, the other option too, that as we were talking about this and I was kind of reading some of the chat right now, like, there is a very real possibility that we could use the Joy-Con like a stylus on some of them as well, so they could do multiple options. I think since you're essentially just touching, it'd be more like a point and click, kind of like what they did with Duck Hunt. Which also, why isn't Duck Hunt on the NSO with the Joy-Con being the way it is? But we can talk about that later. But I just wonder if that's another that would give two options, so you wouldn't need to buy anything. But if you wanted to have that stylus experience, and the funny thing with the stylus, I talk about it when I'm playing Wanted all the time. All of these kids that watch me play Wanted, so many of them chewed their styluses just like my children did, and I'd have to buy new ones because they would chew on the tip, and I'm just like, you guys are all monsters, you know. But we have good laughs about it. But would it be something that would you'd pull the trigger on, Cheesy?
Yeah, I think so. But I think the other big component that you're missing is like a mic. You know, some games you needed to use the mic for some of the mechanics in the game. And that's like everybody wants Nintendogs, but I really don't know how you do Nintendogs without a mic. That was like the charm of that game, was that you have this dog that is listening to you as you're training it because it knows your voice.
Well, and I'd have to do some researching, but I want to say that in part of the leaks with the Switch 2 that a mic was possibly something that was mentioned. Like maybe in like part of the parts, and people were wondering, well, maybe it's tied to the controller.
So
there is a mic in the Wii U.
There is.
We're gonna get DS and Dreamcast and GameCube and N60. Well, we already have N64, but like we're just gonna keep moving through the generations for NSO.
I mean, that's a brilliant way for Nintendo to somewhat do like Microsoft has done, and it's a preservation of games, and it also gives us plenty of, because you know, you start like once everybody figures out how to play like I mean, I don't know. You go like a Mario Kart Wii. Let's just take that one for instance. If that comes out, that's getting played. That's getting played by a lot of people. 30 million copies sold. Wii Sports comes out on Switch. That's getting played more than Nintendo Sports, guaranteed, because the nostalgia is strong for games like that.
Do a Smash collection like Master Chief collection.
That'd be amazing.
It can be the different iterations and different inputs or however, and
that would be fantastic. That would be I would love that. I would love that. We were talking about Smash today and how like how I would love to see them. I would be perfectly okay with an ultimate, right? Smash Ultimate, but with the addition of like the new Zelda character, like what do you call her, Toy Zelda or something, like, and just seeing what her moveset would be. And
table,
right? Table,
bed,
yeah. So I don't
Water.
know. Cryptic says when you look at the games like Super Mario 3D Land, there's no possible without 3D, so it's lost forever unless you buy it physical now. I mean, maybe, but I didn't play that with 3D on, and the 2DS doesn't have. The 2DS XL and the regular 2DS have no 3D anyway, so I think it would still work.
I mean, we're getting Luigi's Mansion 2, and that was on 3D.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. So anyway, just kind of a fun little side conversation, just on.
Let me give them more of my money.
Is this Zelda now, or is this Mario?
No, we still got a ways to go.
Okay, next up is the Dragon Quest 2D or HD 2D remake.
Johnny has thoughts on this.
What are my thoughts?
I don't know. You tweeted about it.
I thought he was gonna honk his nose.
Did I tweet about it?
I think you did. You said I'm not interested or whatever.
Oh. Well, no, I'm interested in 3 because that's actually coming out.
1 and 2, you're not interested.
1 and 2, they announced, which I guess is kind of cool.
It was cool how they did it with zooming out on the artwork.
Yeah,
I hope the physical editions can line up and they create the art. Because I'll buy that.
I do love the HD 2D how it looks. I still think it looks really good, even though it's kind of overused.
Cryptic says
now.
one step closer to Chrono Trigger. We're getting there.
I never played the earlier Dragon Quests.
I played the first one, and it was like, this is why I hate RPGs.
Yeah, because they have all of them on Switch. On you can just buy the games or whatever.
Yeah, no, you can buy 1 and 2, which is kind of weird.
Like that. But I mean, this looks amazing.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
anytime you see that art style, you're like, we need a Pokemon game that looks like that.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
They had characters hug. Your mom never hugs you in Pokemon.
You never see
not-
your dad.
It's not your real mom.
Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake.
Oh, that's
Coming out
coming
this year.
Man, there's a lot of stuff coming out in November.
November's gonna be busy.
I think is that when Mario and Luigi? Is that the date?
I think it was
November
November
14th?
17th.
So this will
Like
be out
2
on
weeks.
Tuesday and on Thursday. But yeah, that artwork's cool.
Man,
though.
I'm so glad the Smash Brothers characters are getting their own games. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Here we go. No, but I literally played the very first Dragon Quest back in the day, and I was just like, I can't. What is this? There's reading, what is going on?
There is a slime controller for the
There
Nintendo
is.
Switch.
Yeah, how much does that go for now? I wonder.
It's probably a lot. Do you think they're going to be $60 each?
I feel like the way they showed it, I think this one will be 60. I mean, I think so, but I think the other one's a 2-pack.
Slime controller, $138 on eBay. $549 if it's sealed. Looks like.
Do you think it's a 2-pack, John, or do you think it's going to be individual
No,
games?
I agree. I think the second one's a 2-pack.
Yeah, second one's
But
going
does
to be
that
together.
mean that it's not going to be as well done? It's weird to sell one.
So do you know why they do it? Like they said, this was chronologically, is what they said in the direct. But
three is a prequel to 1 and 2.
But then I think my assumption is that they're probably not as big of games.
I think 3 is more
probably.
expensive on the eShop right now. So it might be just a bigger game.
I'm looking up Dragon
Quest.
Quest.
Just
right
make
now.
every RPG in this art style, like the remakes, all the remakes. Final Fantasy, put them in this art style.
Dragon Quest 1 is $5. Dragon Quest 3 is $12.49.
Yeah, and Dragon Quest 2 is $6.49.
And so yeah, I don't think they're just as big, probably.
There's a lot of games. There's a lot of. If you type Dragon Quest in your Switch, a lot of stuff shows up. That's for sure. That's crazy.
There's the
Cryptic,
Builder series. There's the
like what you guys said. Nintendo. Cryptic says Nintendo should collaborate with Square and get Pokemon Blue and Red in HD 2D. Yes.
Yep.
that would be cool.
Yeah. Even Brian likes it. So you know it's good if Brian likes
Jesus.
it. That was a very Brian response there. So, Crimpus is on the opposite side. He says, I can't stand the art style. Too much processing on the image. So, here's why I love it. It reminds me of how many times have we gone back to games and we're like, yo, this looks way worse than I thought. When they do these HD 2D remakes, I'm like, yo, this is how I remember the game. Even like Super Mario RPG, I'm like, yeah, that's how I remember it. But then if you go and play the real one, it's like, yeah, it's not even close. Not even remotely close. So,
Oh gosh, Funko.
Are we doing Funko?
Just to stare at the train wreck that it is, yeah.
Not this. So, does anybody have anything positive to say about this one? Awesome.
I like the idea that it's kind of like the Lego game. Like
That's
they're
all
trying
I
to-
see. I see the next iteration of Lego games with Funko.
It's like Skylanders.
In a way, yeah, Toys to Life, kind of for sure.
But Funko collectors don't take Funkos out of their box.
That's where they finally can.
I did not realize that was Scott Pilgrim until I saw somebody mention that. I thought it was
Marty McFly.
because it was originally in Back to the Future level.
So I think this is gonna be like a Lego game, but a more mature audience because you have Chucky, so and Invincible. So you're gonna have more mature themes. Even
When
Jaws.
you're shooting a shotgun at a shark, I hope it's not for
Yeah.
children.
I just this version looks rough. Like this Switch version looks rough.
Yeah, they should have showed the Switch 2 gameplay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does not look fun.
Yo, you have to scan. All Funkos actually have an NFC. You have to open your Funkos to scan them into the
Have you
game.
seen the video of people that like cut their Funkos open and show like a brain in there or whatever?
Brain, yeah.
It's all fake. Don't believe the internet, people. It's all fake.
No, definitely the one that's worth $6,000 has a brain in it. You might want to. No.
My
Which Funko is worth $6,000?
I mean, there's like Funkos that are worth a ton of money.
I guess like Comic-Con exclusive stuff probably.
Yeah. I might pick it up for the memes. I don't know.
purposes, every time I see these games, I wonder if Nintendo were paid to show it. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a licensing nightmare. Is all I can think about. Like, you know, it's like Ready Player One level of licensing. It's insane. Like, what are they? So they sign these deals. They're like, hey, we're gonna make your toy, but we get to put it in a video game in like 10 years when we finally start doing this.
Well, and some of them are like already a video game franchise, like Five Nights at Freddy's. It's like, okay,
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. It's such a bizarre, like, I don't know.
It didn't really show any
like what are we doing in this
purpose.
game?
Yeah,
like,
it didn't show any purpose.
Point? Who knows? Well, speaking of games that we have no idea what is the point.
Luigi's Mansion 2.
Oh,
no. That's yeah.
Is that next? Oh yeah, no, it's the one after Luigi's Mansion. The deranged Teletubbies.
Oh, that's a returning series.
So a little more Luigi's Mansion. We everybody excited about this one?
I haven't pre-ordered yet, and it's probably good because they're canceling pre-orders. But yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, I said that I don't. It's not as fun as 3 or 1, but I still think it's a good game. It'll be fun to revisit it.
That was all they showed.
Oh yeah,
I guess the game's out. I guess the game's out in like a week.
We know you're gonna buy it, so I don't have to show you anything.
I heard some people saying this game looks rough though. Like they don't think it looks as good as they thought it was going to.
I mean, after playing Luigi's Mansion 3, it doesn't look the greatest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an upscaled 3DS game. That's what it is.
It's a port, not a remake.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess
I'm
HD.
I'm being sorry. Like, come on,
It's a remaster.
Take a drink if it's a remaster or a port. Like what? Remember the conversations on the Smash Bros. Cast about if Ultimate was a port or a remaster, and the length we went to trying to figure out what the difference was.
Well, Johnny and Cheesy have had an episode like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still don't know.
You had Wikipedia open or whatever. We're reading the definition.
Oh, so did we. And it was like, so then technically Smash Ultimate at the end of the day is a port, I think.
Yeah.
Is what we decided on. Which is
the consensus is we don't know.
Or why are we talking about this still?
Who cares? It comes out next week. We're all gonna buy it. We know. We're all gonna buy it.
Yeah. Brian's asking, does it use the same engine as 3? I mean, it doesn't.
No,
I think 3DS games port over to the Switch relatively easy, based on games like Monster Hunter, and what other? There's another one too, isn't there?
I think it's funny that people are going to play these games completely backwards. Like I have 1 and 2 on my 3DS, but I haven't like played through and beat them. I beat 3. So like 3 was the first one that I beat, and I'll probably beat 2 before I beat 1, and like 1 will probably eventually come to something, because they took it from GameCube and put it on 3DS, and so they'll probably find a way to get it onto Switch, and just have the collection there. But I think it's funny that some people are going to play them in the order like I'm playing them backwards.
Yeah, but it's interesting that they decided at one point, they wanted Luigi's Mansion 2 to look different than Luigi's Mansion 1, because they're different. This one has more of a cartoony feel to it, where the first one is like kid horror, I guess. Like the ghosts, they're creepy. They're like they're actual humans, and it's kind of weird. And so like I don't know if it's a conscious decision that Nintendo is making by not putting out the first one on Switch, even though it is on 3DS. I don't know. It just makes me curious as to why they made that change.
Well, based on that line of thought, I could see them doing a remake and then changing the way the ghosts are.
Yeah, I could see that.
Potentially, So, all right, Johnny, since you were excited about the new Dempa Men, please.
It's just goofy. It's just goofy. I think this was on 3DS.
So
I think it was a series from 3DS.
I think
it was
that's
like Animal Crossing.
I think that's what a lot of us were thinking as well. But if you listen to what they talk about, this is a timed console exclusive. So it's not that's what threw me off on it. I'm like, well, wait a minute. If this is a returning, why is it gonna be coming out on Xbox and PlayStation?
I don't know who Genius Seniority is. I think that's who the developer is.
Yeah. So
It's weird. I don't know. It's weird.
It's a meme game. That'll get you views on TikTok.
it will get views on TikTok, I guarantee you.
And you don't got to spend money on this one. It's free. So.
Oh, is it free?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So okay. Well, I think that's. Are we passing everything else?
I probably will end up spending money on that, but
Of course you will. So Crawler, I know you picked up Metal Slug Attack Reloaded. What have you been thinking about it?
It's a different kind of game. There's I think a lot of nuance to kind of understand what you're doing and manage at a time. I haven't gotten anything like as complex as what's on screen right now. But it kind of has like this like Risk kind of map where it has all 5 continents and you're just working through different stuff. There's different battles to be had. You get a currency that ticks up that you get to spend on putting units out on the field. You can in between battles you can level them up and give them different things to boost their stats so they do better. It has that Japanese style retention loop of giving you the S tier, A tier, B tier kind of ranking on how fast you do stuff and what you do. They all have their kind of specials built in, so there's either a shotgun or a rocket or a grenade or whatever that can kind of come through, and you're just trying to destroy the enemy base that's on a 2D plane before they destroy you. It's interesting. I hit like a roadblock and then it's kind of like a meet in the middle kind of tower defense. Like,
is it like an idle game? Like you just set it and then let it run?
There is an auto option on it, so like yeah, it can like it's $10. Like I think it's interesting. Like, and then like this coming out like made me question like if Tactics had already come out, and Tactics is out on Steam, but it's not out on everything else yet, which it's supposed to be coming out. So they're like Metal Slug is getting a lot of kind of love, and like a decent amount of like the classic Metal Slugs are all available on Switch. So it's kind of it's pretty interesting. I think there's a lot more like in there that I don't know if there's gonna. I don't know if it said play against people in the world. So like I don't know if they were talking about the world literally in the map or.
No, I think you go head to head like a chess match.
Yeah, it was online. It said it needed online.
Okay. I haven't dug around a whole lot in the menus, but there's a lot of reading, Josh. I don't know if you'd like it, but
darn it. Is it on Audible?
Battle rivals around the world.
But yeah, it's visually kind of pretty cool. Like I enjoyed I feel like I played a decent amount of, I don't know which Metal Slug I played at in like my local rec center that I worked at as a teenager had a few arcade games back in the day just in one of the parts of the rec center, and I feel like Metal Slug was one of them that I played a decent amount, so I kind of have a nostalgia pull on Metal Slug, and so I have a few of them on my Switch. But like when stuff like this comes out and it's like $10, like it was like, yeah, I'll buy it and check it out. It's pretty cool.
Love that. Johnny, Cheesy, you guys got anything? Any thoughts on this one?
I almost picked it up. I didn't get it yet.
All right. Yeah,
I
the
do
more
like
I
the
see it, the
graphics.
more I'm interested in it. That's for sure.
I do like the graphics.
Yeah.
I am interested in this one though.
Okay, go for
Darkest Dungeon 2. I played a little bit of the first Darkest Dungeon, which is the free trial. It's a free trial. Darkest
Right now.
Dungeon 1 is the free trial right now.
Yeah.
And it's a roguelite. I love me some roguelite. It's very stylistic. I think it has a very unique, like gothic look to it. People love it. It's highly rated, and I think the second one people love as well. So I think I'm gonna pick it up when that comes out. I think it comes out July 15th.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Cheesy Heads, that one that's got your name on it?
I mean, I wasn't really interested in it. I know, like Johnny said, it was a roguelike, so that's pretty cool. But maybe I'll play the demo of the first game.
It's
Okay.
very RPG-y. It's more RPG than like a Hades or other roguelites.
I do love the dark style. It looks like the original Ninja Turtles comic, like from the way back in the day. Next up, we got the NSO stuff. So,
Woo!
exciting.
That's my excitement. Not really for Four Swords. I don't really care about that.
Really? I was thinking that
Yeah.
it could be so fun for the four of us to play it.
That's my thought too.
Now, Zero Mission. That's what we want.
Yeah, Zero Mission is good.
The actual playable version of the first Metroid.
Yep.
Is my mic better, Josh, or no?
No, it's still coming through
Okay.
like a fan. I'm not sure what it is.
It's water. It's water. I don't know if my wife started laundry or something upstairs, but it's water going through the pipes in the house.
You got to boost that noise gate.
Yeah.
That's funny. I love it. Okay, well at least we know what it is. That's the good thing. It's easy to figure out. So, yeah, like I mean, somebody was asking me today, like, is this the better version of Link to the Past to play? I don't know. I don't know that there's a big difference. I need to look into it a little bit. I hadn't heard either way, but the Four Swords, it did intrigue me right off the bat. I was like, yo, that's not something I jumped into. Zero Mission and Fusion, they are I love these games. Like I love them. If you are like, Nintendo has done an amazing job of giving us the opportunity to play almost every Metroid game now on the Switch. Like we're only missing a handful at this point. And and I think Joey was in chat in the stream like, what Zelda game should I play after Ocarina? And I'm like, play A Link to the Past. Like it's so good. But Zero Mission is far more accessible than the very first game. The very first game is like it is an old school Nintendo game for sure.
The biggest upgrade is that it has a map.
Right. Yes.
It also shows you where to go.
Yeah. It's a little, in some aspects, it's a little more hand-holdy than what Super Metroid was. But it doesn't take away from how great the games are. Like they're really good.
Again,
Really good.
something else I bought on Wii U, and now I bought Wave Race, and I bought this, and now it's on.
Hey, if you could buy Metroid any way you can, keep it alive.
Yep.
Now,
keep it
the
alive.
dumbest thing in the direct.
Oh, here we go.
The dumbest thing, like Nintendo. I'm not a baby. Like, why are you giving a separate app for mature games?
Lawsuits.
Save the children. Save the
Let's
children.
just put a parental lock
Yeah.
on it or whatever.
Here's the thing. There's not anything like that on the Switch right now. There is a pin that you can access, so like you can't buy things. But if you have your account on with
there's no
your
content lock.
no, you're like, if you like whoever is on that Switch has access to all the accounts that are there, and you can't lock an account behind a pin.
So those
Right.
children could go play Panty Party on your Switch, Josh.
If there's backstory to that. I did not buy that game. Okay. Shout out to Nate and Aaron, because that is not my fault. So, okay. Anyway, thanks. Just dropping that little
So
tidbit of
GoldenEye is
news.
not mature. GoldenEye is
No,
a
GoldenEye's
rating?
teen.
Yeah, teen. So, but let's talk real quick about the controls. We talked about it when GoldenEye was here. I know you guys are just listening. Probably you're not necessarily watching. I'm holding an N64 controller. Keep in mind, the C buttons are the same as the D-pad. So if you change your grip and you move your left hand over to your D-pad, and then you put your right hand on the stick, you're playing the games exactly like a modern shooter. GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, you got to put on settings 1.2. Okay, I'm making a video about this. I just haven't got around to it. I'll probably do it first thing in the morning. But for Perfect Dark, I tried it. Here's the thing to remember, because Crawler immediately was in Discord like, I want to play this. I hate the controls, and I don't want to have to change anything in my settings. And I was like,
I want it on a modern controller too, and
yes,
because I was messing with stuff.
So here's what you do. Because I told you I got you.
Mm-hmm.
They did, like, although it sucks that there has to be a workaround. There is a workaround, like 100% a workaround. All you have to do is go into your settings and change your sticks. Move your left stick to your right stick and your right stick to your left stick. Now, the beauty of it, no, I know you don't want to, but hear me out. You can save the setting. You can say, like, Perfect Dark. And then when you go in to play, you just got to switch ahead of time. And then when you turn it back on, it asks you, do you want to reset back to your normal settings? And you can tell it yes.
Oh, okay.
So here's my problem. Literally every N64 game sucks. Like, I tried to play Turok, and the movement is the C buttons. It's awful. It feels terrible.
But do you have this controller?
I do, yeah.
So do exactly as I said. Move your hands to the move your right hand to the middle.
That's nothing else. That's nothing like the weapon select or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's weapon select on Turok.
Okay, maybe
there should be a controller setting to have D-pad do what.
Can we just have it work like a normal game and not be some stupid N60? I hate N64, man. I hate it. So I'm so glad I didn't waste money.
Did you never own
N64? One? I never owned an N64, and I'm so glad I never wasted any money.
Okay.
On an N64.
Wow.
Put that in the reviews.
That's a communication error review. Go.
we got to put Cheesy on the editing detail, because he's been editing. Have you been editing, or has it been Johnny that's been editing communication error clips?
He did the one today.
The
one that made me look bad.
You're welcome.
Had all the
that would be perfect, because I'm in the clown
screen.
costume. Like, that would get so many good comments. Like, me saying the N64 is terrible, like, in the clown suit. Perfect.
Here, hold on. Do it again. Hold on.
Oh man, I gotta think of this whole rant. I am so glad I didn't waste money in when was it, 1996, when the N64 came out, because that is trash. Literally every N64 game is trash. I don't care what anybody says. Super Mario 64 has terrible camera. GoldenEye is just awful. And now Turok and Perfect Dark are even worse.
Okay. All right. Well, moving along here, Phantom Brave. Is this a pass?
Pass. I don't know what that is.
Hold on.
Anime.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're an hour and 20 minutes in, man. We're getting off the rails.
Here we go. Here's something good. I think it's gonna be. I think it's $50.
I completely missed this. I didn't see. It's not on Xbox. Losers.
No. It is. It's not getting physical on Xbox.
Are you sure?
I think everything I've seen, they are
Really?
not putting this on Xbox, and the community is not happy about it.
I thought it was just because somebody was. It's a pain to print stuff to publish the physical stuff. That's why Limited Run doesn't do Xboxes, because there's a minimum purchase to do a physical run of something on Xbox. I thought I just was assuming. I guess that's an
I
asset of
think
you and me.
on the
but-
Capcom trailer, it didn't show the Xbox
Huh.
thing.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2, though, that's where it's at.
Does it have online?
I'm assuming it is. I mean, Capcom is usually pretty good about their fighting game collections.
Yeah, according to Windows Central, Marvel vs. Capcom is skipping Xbox because Capcom lacks a pipeline for porting MT framework games to Xbox, to the series consoles.
So that's the excuse they're giving, not that it's going to sell 2 copies on Xbox?
I guess not.
I'm excited for it.
guess
I'll buy it. So
Yeah, me too. I'm going to buy this. It's awesome.
Oh, this is like, I mean, how long have people been asking for Marvel vs. Capcom 2? And I mentioned it on the show Crawler, and I did too. Like Punisher, I sat down and watched the direct with my
these
uncle.
beat 'em ups too?
That's like Final Fight, but with the Punisher and Nick Fury. You play as Punisher and Nick Fury. So
cool.
yeah, they're very fun.
This
It's
looks pretty cool.
one of the first games I beat in the arcade. So yeah, there's Punisher and Nick Fury right there.
The Capcom collections are always so good.
Mhm.
Like they're doing
And
it right.
there's all the
They're
music in
doing
there
it right.
too. Like, yeah. I'll pick that up for sure. This
Yeah,
year,
it's gonna
Johnny.
I know. I'm excited for it.
And then another one that was going to unseat
Oh, I'm
you
excited for this
on your
too.
chip. So Josh and I talked about this a little bit on the show directly following. It is leaning. It's got the same branding as Super Mario Party. So
Does that
They're-
mean it's Joy-Con only?
I don't
Yeah,
think so. I don't think so. I've watched this trailer so many times now, and when they move to the Joy-Con specific things, you see the Joy-Con on screen, and when they're not talking about Joy-Con specific, there's no controller on screen. So I
maybe
have
they're
a
taking page
feeling.
out of Superstar where you can play a match without Joy-Con mini games.
I'm assuming so. I'm assuming that you can do both. And there's a very real possibility. Like, remember, Pro controllers have movement as well. But what happens is they don't exclude Switch Lite owners by doing it this way.
That's a good point. That's honestly probably the main reason why they did it. And also they probably took feedback from the Super Mario Party. I don't think a lot of people enjoyed motion only.
Sales
there's a
numbers
motion
sales
one.
numbers say otherwise.
There's some motion one.
Yeah, there's just 2 motion ones, and then it goes back to not showing motion ones.
And like the second motion one you could do with the Pro controller.
Correct, but still not a Switch Lite.
Yep.
So the online mode is like a battle royale.
This right here, yeah.
It's Mario Party Fall Guys.
I think it's just going to be separate, like curated mini games that are going to be.
Oh man, the memes on the eggplant slicing.
Oh yeah, huge
Huge eggplant.
memes.
Yeah, this will be fun. This is October, right?
October 17th.
Yeah.
17th.
Yeah, 16th or
Yeah, we-
17th. Yeah.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, the boards look a lot better than they did in Super Mario Party.
The go-kart one looks really cool.
Yeah.
Cryptic
So
had
there's 7 boards.
7 boards off the bat. Yeah, Cryptic says so. We got classic maps in here. Do we think this is the first Mario Party we could get as additional content? I think
As a platform.
that this is the beginning of the Mario Party platform. That's what I think. I think it's this game is ripe for Fall Guys treatment, but
Yep.
an actual like a game that would have some longevity. Like I would
And the-
unlock costumes for every character with a battle
the reason
pass.
I think that as well is because they're going back to a game that already came out and using the exact same branding for it. It's in the Super Mario Party realm of stuff.
I can't believe how much Mario Party sells. Like the first one, like the Super Mario Party sold 20 million. I think Superstar sold like 13 million. Like, oh man, it could be just like Mario Kart with how much it sells.
Oh no, yeah, no doubt. And I mean they're just fun. Like they're just fun games. Yeah, they've had misses along the way, but I mean, how many?
Pause that for a second. Are all of those no repeats, right, on characters? So there's going to be over
There's gonna be at least
20
characters.
Mushroom Kingdom characters to choose from.
And no Pauline.
Ninji's there though.
Yep, but no Pauline. Like
Spike.
Anya was not happy.
Well, we don't know. Pauline might just not have been chosen.
So
Well,
pause that.
everybody's basing it. Well, coming up, there's a picture that shows all the characters
Oh, okay.
that everybody was kind of like, well, that's
I wonder if they'll do the thing where it's like, oh, stay tuned for additional content, like the sports games did.
that's kind of what I'm thinking will happen if they don't turn it into like a full on like battle pass scenario.
It's a jamboree.
Yeah.
That actually, that's probably one of the better Mario Parties we've had in a while.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah. Feels like they're really putting the time into it. Like it, because like Mario Party Superstars, it somewhat was just kind of like it felt thin content wise with the amount of maps and everything. Even Super Mario Party kind of felt like, I know that Super Mario Party gets all the hate because of it being not having online. That's what everybody talked about. And then they fixed that.
Yeah.
But the bad faith was already there, though.
And then some people, I don't think, but I mean,
Now,
again,
this says online out the gate, so that's exciting.
yeah. And it's, there's that picture I was talking about right there. So there was no Pauline in that shot. And so that's what
It's actually surprising. They have been leaning heavy on Pauline.
Yeah.
Also,
maybe she's gonna be maybe she's gonna host a
Yeah,
board.
Ninji's not in there.
Oh,
Maybe,
that's true.
Maybe Pauline's gonna host a New Donk City board.
I hope she gets more than a hosting. After all the love we've seen from that character in the sports titles and Mario Kart and everything, hopefully she's playable.
I would like to see what they kind of did with Mario Kart, have some crossovers.
Yeah.
Well, not only that. I think yes, Johnny, exactly that. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I think, like, could you imagine if Animal Crossing got brought into Mario Party, and don't talk about Amiibo Festival.
Justice
and then,
for Amiibo Festival. Justice for Amiibo Festival.
Just play Amiibo Festival, Josh. That's there.
No, but even like, could you imagine like running around the board with Zero Suit Samus and just like towering over all the Mushroom Kingdom
do
characters?
They get all their
and stuff?
Smash outfits? Is she going to be running around in a bathing suit?
Hey, now, come on.
Wayo.
Like Shulk is out here just being a thirst trap in Mario Party. Like, I think they opened the door for so many opportunities with Mario Party.
How is that Goomba hammering? Go back to that.
Don't worry about it.
I just saw a medical description of what happens to a Goomba when Mario steps on him, and it was so dark and so like I was like, yo, I never wanted to see that. Like how it actually like a true to life medical description on what goes through their body when they get flattened. I was like, oh, that's so horrible.
This is what happens to you when you get pancaked.
Right.
Oh, we got Yoshi racing.
Yeah, but like, even look at that. Like, what are we looking at right here?
Telekinesis, Crawler. Telekinesis.
But with that game, with this, like, they show the Yoshi's running, and then I'm just letting it roll for a second. The Western level in Mario 2 Western Land looks pretty cool. I love the work they've done. So that's 4 players right there. That's 4 players right there.
That's 1, 2. No, the Koopas are just extra. The Shy Guys are extra.
But look up here.
We have, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So what's going on? Like the online is 20. The regular game
that's
is
local only, and only Joy-Con, 1 Joy-Con per person.
We'll let you do 8 player. I mean, I'm here for it. Like,
yeah, Joy-Con only, because you can't have 8 Pro controllers connected. So you have to go Joy-Con only, and 8 people can be on one system.
It's just there's questions here, right? Yep. Like, and
we need answers.
But I think I mean,
do they have a landing page on eShop yet for this?
They might on their. We could check the website real quick. I can pull it up and see. So
My Elden Ring download completed. So,
But with 110 mini games, if some are for 8 players, some are from 20 players, and some are for 4 players, it may not be as vast as we think, right? That starts to cut the numbers down of how many mini games are available, unless you can do some of them. Maybe they throw computer players in. I don't know. I'm not sure how it's all going to look, but I'm very optimistic about this one.
Hopefully they've learned their lessons from kind of
From what? Their lack of sales?
Monetarily, they didn't really suffer much.
Yeah.
But like the court of public opinion, I think, roasted them a little bit on like old school fans of Mario Party. They redeemed themselves a little bit with Superstar. They didn't get rewarded monetarily. So maybe merge the two and we get something interesting. Hopefully, we'll see.
Well,
But this was the surprise of the show.
The star of the show.
On. We're an hour and 35 minutes in. We're going.
I know. Cheesy's like, I was supposed to be in bed, you guys. Like,
yeah, I gotta wake up in 4 hours.
We'll do a lot of passes coming up here. So, just take it away, Crawler. What do you think of the reveal here?
I thought it was. I think you both thought it as well. Like we were gonna get like a Link's Awakening or like a Link's Awakening kind of sequel or like a version of
like
Link to the Past or something like that, and then it turns. I mean, it kind of is a Link's Awakening kind of sequel ish. I mean, it's same art style.
I think it's a Link to the Past sequel.
Is it?
I think it's in a Link to the Past world.
True. Yeah. But we get to finally play. You get to finally play a Zelda in a Zelda game, and not and people can actually say I'm playing a Zelda and be Zelda. So, and the play style you and I talked about a little bit on Tuesday after the show. Like, how is this play tested? It's got to be similar, being like the challenges of just people creating whatever they wanted to create in Tears of the Kingdom with the merge system or whatever the Ultra Hand stuff. But we don't see really a magic meter. I'm wondering if we're kind of limited by the magic that we can do with the mimic kind of thing. But as soon as you get to defeat an enemy and then you get to have control of them and can bring them out to kind of fight for you, how big of an army can you make? Like this could be fun. Like I'm excited for this.
I think if my takeaway from this, and I could be completely wrong, but if you watch the trailer closely, you'll see that the entire time she only has 3 hearts and she only has the one ability with this staff. The D-pad shows on the screen and only shows the staff. So I'm assuming there's going to be a total of 4 different weapons that she's going to have access to, and we are only seeing the very first, and they're holding back on what we're seeing.
I see what you mean. So the D-pad just shows the staff on one.
Yes, on the
does
right.
Look like there's other.
Yeah, and so I think there's a very real possibility she could end up with the Master Sword. She could end up with a bow and arrow, but like that to me, it only adds to the overall like the overall playing experience. Like this is like playing a Zelda game like never before. Like we've never really had stuff like this where you could just like climb the side of a wall if you wanted to get in there. You had to look for the entrance, or you had to find a crack in the wall and throw a bomb at it. Right now, like what does that do for the overall game design and everything? Like I think it's fantastic, and I'm excited they only showed us the one ability, and I'm very curious on what's going to be left, because I'm assuming they have a short timer on them, right? Like you send something
the one
out.
started flashing. Did you see that on?
Yeah,
like she brought out 2 and one started flashing right away.
And that might be your main weapon, and maybe the other ones are more minor. But like, also if they were more minor, why not show a little bit more? So I think we're going to be like continue to be pleasantly surprised by this game. And I love this art style. This art style gets me so excited. I like, if we're gonna do 2D Zelda, this is the way to do it, in my opinion. And then
Amiibo alerts shortly after the
Yes!
Amiibo
It
alerts
does
shortly
say-
after the thing like put out a please, and it was the Pope doing his thing, like
Yes!
that old meme on Twitter. And I only saw the first image, and I thought it was like announcing it, and I was like, holy crap, it's real! Like, you and I just talked about this, but
Yeah.
it's a please.
I do think that it revealed that there is amiibo support for this game.
I hope we get a Zelda amiibo in this style,
I mean,
because
we
that
have
link
the Link
that
one.
Link amiibo is awesome.
Well, and the other thing that this opens up, like just this trailer right here, they could do a prequel that we could then play up until this point.
Yeah, like Link's Awakening, or not Link's on Link to the Past.
Remake or whatever, because
Remake in
that's
the
what this looks like, right? It looks like, what, doesn't it kind of look like the final boss in Link's?
Yeah,
in
that's what it's
Link to the
would
Past.
be,
Yeah. So I don't. It's I don't know. I'm just digging
Hopefully
it. I'm
runs
here for
at
it.
hopefully it runs at more than 15 frames per second. Is
Oh, it
Link's
will on Switch too.
Awakening-
Don't worry.
My God, Johnny, can you be
Link's
positive about
Awakening runs at 10.
anything?
Link's Awakening runs at 10 FPS. That's the fact.
We get a whole direct and nothing is ever good enough. And then it's like, oh, but they didn't show this, or where is this? And it's like,
realistic.
dude, what do you want?
Where the heck is Wind Waker?
We got a
Cheesy-
new Zelda game where you play as Zelda.
care.
What
Where's
the hell is
Wind
wrong
Waker?
with you?
Johnny, there's still an opening in December. Just give it we got time.
No, one Zelda game a year. We already know how it works. Every year is a new Zelda game. It's been consistent, right? Have we missed a year? There hasn't been a Zelda game.
Cryptic is the one that talked about performance issues. All right.
We got two
And I
Zelda.
wanted to bring it up because
we're
it is an issue, and we have to tell the people. We have to be real with the people. We can't be 100% positive all the time. You know,
we got Four Swords too, so we got another Zelda game.
Right. So one
Cheesy,
of the things that
what'd you think of this, Cheesy? We didn't.
I think it's great. Like, I not only do we get to play as Zelda, but the fact that they brought back the art style from Link's Awakening, like that toy aesthetic, kind of feel. Like, who thought that they were going to bring that back? And if they were, like, they were probably just going to do it for another remake. But they decided to take that art style and make a new game with it. That's so cool.
I think it helps it stand up to the test of time, kind of like Wind Waker a little bit. It cements it as an art style, and it doesn't have to look not as great like Johnny's favorite game, Skyward Sword, kind of deal. But
Skyward Sword looks really good in HD.
But I think it's going to be great. Like, we'll all be playing it and kind of have the same feeling that we did with Breath of the Wild, where, you know, we'll talk about it and say like, oh, I did this. And then the other person's going to be like, oh, I didn't do that. I did it this way.
completely different way. Yep.
Yeah. That's so cool.
No, it is. It's amazing, honestly, and I can't.
Oh,
I can't wait.
There was a spot for her to bomb that. There
Yeah,
was
they showed at the very beginning too. You can see it.
She might not have bombs yet.
figure that out.
So like right here in the opening sequence, look over to the lower. Oh, I'm sorry, I wouldn't go back far enough. You can see there's a literal cracks where there's going to be where you could place a bomb, and so
I hope we get to do that Ganon fight at the very beginning of this game.
yeah, that would be all right. That would be cool too. But yeah, it just I love this. I love the whole style, everything about it. Like I could not be more excited, and just. You guys are talking about the performance and everything. There's that cave door, right? Where I thought it was right there. Now I feel like I'm losing my mind. Okay, it shifts again. I was like, wait, it was there a second ago.
Yeah,
I see it.
Yeah, so sorry, I didn't let it play long enough last time. But I'm in an Xbox chat and they're like, why does Nintendo get a pass for all these older games? I don't feel like Nintendo is promising 4K 120 and then not delivering. They're just like, hey, here's fun games with our IP that everybody loves.
They're
Like
not talking about teraflops.
no, they don't care. And look how well they're doing. Like the whole industry is suffering. Like AAA games are a constant point of contention because it's like they're costing so much to make and they're not paying out. And here comes Nintendo making more money in the last 7 years in gaming than they did since the launch of the NES. Like
On a Kindle tablet.
exactly. It's just that's so it's like I don't know. You know, maybe Nintendo fans don't hold Nintendo at a high enough standard or whatever, but like I'm still playing Mario Kart, I'm still playing Smash, and I'm still having a good time playing. I'm still playing Tears, and I'm still like, so I don't know. It's
There's
just such
something-
an interesting combo.
There's
I was
something to be said
listening-
about. Sorry, go ahead.
I was listening to Drip and G podcast, and I don't remember which one said it, but they think that having Zelda be able to like make copy abilities and whatever else she's going to be able to do is a way for them to put this character in their 3D games. And so you'll be able to play as Zelda in their mainline games, and she'll be able to do kind of the same thing. You guys see that?
I think so, and I think you can also take some from the way you could play with her in Age of Calamity. I feel like it was more like I can't remember exactly.
She was using the Sheikah Slate.
Yeah. And so like I love the fact that we're not getting, you know, like that it's all just a Link clone, but that she's her own defined character and that like her abilities are completely different and it changes the way you play it.
It fits with her you know, piece of the Triforce. She's wisdom.
Right. Yeah.
Well, and there's something to be said about the voiceover in this as well. It's like Link is out to save Hyrule, but by saving Princess Zelda. And this says like Zelda's not trying. Like they aren't like Zelda's out here to save Link. Zelda's out here to save her kingdom, is what they say in the voiceover on this game. Like
Nate hit it best. He said it's a manzel in distress.
I do see like in Smash, she does have a similar attack. You know,
She does.
She summons the
guard?
Phantom.
the guard.
Yeah, the Phantom. Yeah. So, I don't know. This got me very, very excited. And
What are you
like,
gonna do with a copy of a sign?
She can what's the guy building houses or whatever, building signs.
Oh yeah.
once Link is back, she can just build a bunch of signs for him to chop up with his sword. That's
So
September.
So on the topic of what you're talking about with Nintendo fans maybe giving Nintendo a pass, which I don't think we are. I mean, we are fanboys. We buy everything no matter what. But there's this guy on TikTok that I saw, and he's like, "Why are grown ass adults buying Nintendo games? Like, why would you be 40 years old playing these games that look like crap? They look like they were made in a basement on a 1999 computer." And
such a strange
the person just doesn't like fun.
And that's really what, like, I don't know if you guys heard my interview with Michael, but even during the interview, he talked about playing Pokemon Go and then asked the question if you think that's a real game. And I was like, what? Like, I hate the fact that there's like that stigma. If you don't play like a certain if you don't play a certain game, then you're not a gamer. It's just like, yo, if you're having fun with Pokemon Go, more power to you, my guy. Like, enjoy that. And if that's what makes you a gamer, you're a gamer. Like, it's such a silly thing that like why is that dude on TikTok so upset that people are having fun with the games they're playing? Like, I don't understand. Would I love a Mario Kart in like 4K 120? Of course. Am I gonna complain if I don't get it? No. All right. Cheesy's like, I gotta go to bed, guys. Okay,
no,
Just Dance.
Oh, I want to spend a lot of time on Just Dance. Come on.
Yeah, right. We're skipping Just Dance.
All right. So I think we said this on the Communication Era podcast. This is Lego Horizon, but we're all making a pact. If you're gonna buy Lego Horizon, you gotta buy it on Nintendo Switch. We must show that the Nintendo Switch players are better than PlayStation players.
So enjoy your 5-minute loading screens in
After
between.
my-
Yeah, I don't care how bad it runs. That's not the point.
Because
You're not a true gamer if you don't buy this on Switch. There.
We must get it to sell more on Switch.
I have a good amount of the Lego games on Switch. Lego Movie 2, like the game, has horrific loading times into each world. Like I could go make a sandwich and come back, and it would still be loading. But I mean, they're fun games. I think this is great. I hope this opens the door for more Lego IP to get a proper game.
I hope this looks amazing on Switch too.
Yeah. But we knew about that. I think we talked about that a little bit last week, right?
Yeah, that was at the Summer Game Fest.
Another
He's
Animal
probably
Crossing.
excited for Stray.
Stray. Cheesy's gonna play it, right?
So I have already played Stray, and I think it's great that it's coming to Switch. When I saw the announcement, I was very happy. But then I remembered that it's coming to Switch, so like it's probably not going to look great.
Why such a bummer? Why are you bringing it down, huh? Why are you bringing it down? It's like give about a cat. Why are you talking about performance?
I saw Beat 'em Up's like reaction to the direct, and he was like, "This looks like hot garbage. Don't play this."
So like I liked Stray. I wouldn't say that I loved it, but I do think it's worth playing.
Did you play it on PC?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's great that people that don't have access to it can wait. I'm waiting for it to come to PS Plus so I can just get it for free.
It's getting a movie, so if you don't want to play the game, just wait for the movie, I guess.
There you go.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's like $150 collector's edition, I think,
Oh wow.
Really?
for Switch. Yeah,
Oh great. Crawler's like, well, there goes my wallet.
No.
you get a cat with it.
Yeah, real cat.
No, you don't. You don't. I gotta make sure that people know I'm joking.
Why is that
I'm clearly joking.
Why is such a
today,
non-committal date for a game that's already out? Like, just give a release date.
Because I gotta make sure it runs good, right? Cheesy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think some of it's the dance that, the conversations around what's coming out when and how do we not overlap, and it's not as easy as it used to be.
This is an Animal Crossing like that might be worth playing to be a Hobbit in
man,
Hobbiton.
I love Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I
I might pick this up. I might.
Maybe get Kelsey to play this. She loves Lord
You
of the
can
Rings.
trade with other hobbits to make more food because hobbits like to eat. What about second breakfast?
This would
Lemons.
really go with my 2 Barrador Lego sets.
Taters. What's a taters, precious? Precious.
Gandalf before he stole all the XP from the Borog.
All right, here we go. Ace Attorney. Who's excited? Are we doing a pass?
It's interesting that we're getting a game that was only in Japan. So I mean, it's a collection, right? It's like 2 or 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I feel we might get in a lot of trouble if we say pass on this one.
On Ladies' Night, Henna is a very big fan of this, and kind of went into some of the history on why we didn't get it in the West, which I thought was pretty cool. Like, a lot of it has to do with like the
Wait, can you scroll back a second?
yeah, but like something to do with like the British and Japanese storyline and stuff that's tied to it. Like, so
Is this set in between like the early like 1800s one and the current one? Because there's a gun.
Calculator.
There's a gun and a calculator, but like he's wearing.
I think it was a safe actually.
what did you need me to go back to, Johnny?
Sorry, I was just seeing if it was a calculator. I love calculators. I don't know. It's just my thing.
But this is again Capcom with their collections, right? Just they have a lot of
There
art
is a
and
collection on Switch already, right? There's the
There is. The Ace Attorney collection. I have it.
I have it and I haven't played it.
I'm in the same boat, but I have beat the first game on the DS when it came out. I would sit. I was when I was watching this direct with my aunt and uncle, and I was like, "Do you guys remember me sitting at the dining room table during family events yelling objection?" And they were like, "We do."
Okay, I feel bad for saying this, but like all these anime games look the same.
This is the
Like,
hundred. This is the
if you
100
merge them all
100
together, I would think there'd be
Defense
one
League
game.
or whatever, right?
I don't even know the 100 line.
And it even has like one of the voiceover lines is like the inevitable death of your teammates or something like that. It's like there's permadeath and like there's nothing you can do about it is what they're saying. So it's like I don't know, but yeah, it's another one, and it's got like a school mascot or something like that. It's very weird, very overtly Japanese.
I mean, it'll probably sell well there, which I think is great. Romancing Saga, who's excited? Okay.
Pass.
And
Yeah, again, it looks the same.
here we go. The big reveal. I
You've
honestly
waited
didn't.
2 hours for us to talk about this.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think we were getting this. I'm not gonna lie. I was shocked by this.
Cheesy, go ahead.
I think it's crazy that we're finally seeing it. I'm excited for it. I don't know what to say. Like, it looks really good. It looks fun. It just still almost doesn't feel real. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad that we saw gameplay for it. And after playing Metroid Prime Remaster, it looks like it's going to be a good time. But
this HUD looks amazing. Like,
yeah.
I was literally a baby when this was announced. It feels so good to finally see it.
I will say that I need to play Metroid Prime Hunters and Federation Force, I guess.
How are you gonna play Hunters? How are you gonna play those games?
I gotta just find a DS game.
I have
physical
Federation
DS
Voice.
game.
I think I have.
Did you say Federation Voice?
I probably did. I don't know. I'm
No.
dying.
Well, the villain.
Crawler.
No, I said I think I have Federation Force.
Oh,
So this is Stylix, and they're from Metroid Prime Hunters.
right.
Yeah,
and I think he's also in the end of Federation Force as well.
Yeah,
He's
and
got Metroids
then
behind him.
he has like a cameo in Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. If you beat it within a certain amount of time. But like the main game that he's from is Hunters.
So
Or it. I guess we don't know the gender.
when I talk about this,
Why are you laughing, Crawler? We don't.
Okay. Yes.
Well, I mean, it's true. Like, we don't.
Okay. Yes, you are correct.
the
Don't assume their gender.
No, but like just from a lore standpoint, we don't
I
know.
guess people originally thought Samus was a man.
Yeah.
And yeah.
some still do. And they also think her name is Metroid. So, I can't wait till we finally get a Metroid game where we get to play as Metroid. Like, one of these days. We got the Zelda game.
There's Gears of War where you get to play as a ticker. So
That's true. No, but like, I mean, do you guys get from watching this? Do
see
you
that
get
boost strafe right there?
Yeah. But do you get a little bit of like
Nintendo Switch 2.
well, but like looking at it, it reminds me of how it looks very compressed. It looks very Doom-like.
Like
And
corridor shooter?
And no. I'm talking graphically. It doesn't look like it. To me, it looks like a game with much better graphics that has been compressed.
So you're back on the Switch 2 argument, the cross-platform.
I think it's a launch title, and
Yeah,
I think we're going to see it
Does it
looking
say
a lot
early
better.
or does it say 2025?
Just says 2025.
Just says 2025, and I don't know that they would say the date because it could potentially give away the Switch 2 date.
Yeah.
But do you guys see what I'm saying? How it looks like
It's muddied a little bit.
it's a little bit muddy, and I'm not trying to speak poorly of it, but I mean, I have a feeling we're gonna see this game looking incredible on the next system.
They didn't show her eyes.
Yeah, I'm
They
kind of
always
surprised
show
they
her
didn't.
eyes
do
in the
that.
visor.
like the reflection or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, and Josh and I talked about this a little bit on Tuesday. Like, It felt like an opening level to Destiny or like a Call of Duty kind of set piece walk up kind of thing with the ship leaving and an orbital bombardment coming down and blowing up that cannon. Like it just feels like it feels like Destiny a little bit coming in.
So according to Metroid fandom, Silex is male.
There is you're not showing the after. There's another scene after the title.
Gosh, Josh, what do you
Like
think?
you keep getting to the title. You're not showing the
My bad.
the scene.
Forgive me. Sorry.
This was like the more exciting part for me. It was like I like this open area look. The jungle.
Big old tree.
Very Avatar.
20,
Oh, that is Avatar. Maybe they're on Pandora. We'll get to ride some banshees. No, it looks really good. It looks.
But Johnny doesn't care about it because it's coming out next year. He can't care about it.
No,
Can't care about it.
I can't care about the initial announcement.
No, that's not what you said.
I waited 70 years to see this thing.
Oh, there was a reflection in her visor though.
It was of Silex though.
Yeah.
I have a feeling the game's gonna be incredible. You know that there's a ton of love that goes like Retro knows what's up, right? Like
Is it first person scanner again?
I don't think
They
so. I think the
showed
remaster showed us
scanning.
that it's not like, and I think they showed us enough, like just a brief like peek at what the action is going to be like, that it's not going to be like. I would assume that if they were going to make it more like the original Metroid Prime, it would be far more Gears of War like, where it would be like a cover shooter. And I think we're going to get to see her like really just kind of see how bad to the bone she is, right? Like it's not that's my assumption. I think we're going to see what this power suit is capable of.
I wish that
My
scan was a
theory
little bit
is-
faster though.
This is the opening sequence, right? Of the game.
Then everything falls off the suit.
Well, the beyond symbol, like the thing it's a black hole. So she's gonna get sucked into a black hole.
I'm so excited. I'm not gonna lie. Like it does get me very excited. And I do hope it is a launch title on the Switch too, and that we get to see this game like looking
It's
really
actually
good.
the full title is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond the Nintendo Switch and on the Switch too.
Right, there you go. The other thing that kind of had me wondering a little bit is what if this game has a mode similar to like Helldivers? Would that be something that would be a welcomed addition?
I would like something extra than just single player. I think that would like
Metroid Prime
especially
2 had a multiplayer mode.
yeah.
It had deathmatch and stuff, but I mean, like we've seen how well like games like Helldivers were received, and to have something that was more like I want to play with you guys against I want to do like Destiny style strikes and things like that in a Metroid game. Like
So like Federation Force.
yes, Federation Force, although like yeah, it was rough, right, to look at. It was actually very fun to
Yeah, we never sat down and did that before they took it offline.
yeah. It's unfortunate.
I guess can we do that local
I think so. We could probably do it like ad hoc.
I
or
don't have
whatever.
the game. I would have to get the game.
That's a you problem. I'm talking to him. This is an A and B conversation, Johnny. See your way out.
I hope we're all friends after this show.
Yeah, tonight was
Like-
a little
Like,
bring out the clown makeup and gets off the rails.
So okay. We're already 2 hours in. So,
The
like,
longest podcast that we've had like forever,
That-
and I've been sitting here in a clown costume the whole time.
So I don't know if
fits.
I think Cheesy isn't planning on going to PAX. Johnny is usually in the throes of
Yeah, I probably
second
can't do it.
season.
Oh, and there's no Nintendo Live this year, so
This whole direct has me wondering if
but they would have announced it. I think.
No Twitter. They'll just announce it on Twitter. Like
How quick do you think people can plan things?
this
PAX is in 2 months.
PAX is in 2 months.
Travel,
but the only people that got to go to
accommodations.
that were people that put in for a random drawing and then got selected, or could sweet talk their way in at PAX Live. But like they have a lot that they could show off. Old games that are like past games that have come out already this year. So like Luigi's Mansion and
They were
What else?
at PAX
And-
East. They showed Pokemon.
and well, I mean, it's a lot easier for them to go set up a lot more stuff at PAX Prime, though. And like they could have a Mario Party booth. They could have a Zelda, Legends of Zelda. What's it called? Echoes of
Wisdom.
and they could have an NES Championship Edition boot. Like they could have a bunch of stuff that they were showing. Last year was great. Like they
It's gonna
had.
be in Australia. Go to Australia.
No, I think Nintendo Live could be, if they do it again. I think they more than made their money back in the merch sales just from Josh and myself. But like it'd be another cool thing. Like they took up the entire space that was old PAX, right, Josh?
Yeah, they did.
So I mean, they could do it again, because I don't think the current PAX is using the new buildings that they built in Seattle. So there's this whole other space that Nintendo just took advantage of and did.
Is there a one chip challenge involved with this?
No, I don't want to make it. Nope.
Come on. Here, the only thing I'll say
I need
to
to redeem myself. I need a new bet.
the only thing.
The bet could be like, will this be a cross-generational release?
There you go. I think so.
I think it's pretty obvious that it will be, but
Yeah, they aren't showing this on a Switch specific thing and not going to have it be.
they did show the Switch symbol, so it's coming to Switch.
Yeah.
Do you think it was a miss not releasing Metroid Prime 2
That could be December.
out now?
Yeah.
Like, no, out
Yeah,
now.
I
Like,
think-
and then 3 during the September direct that we assume is coming.
Yeah, I'm thinking I think they're going to shadow drop them. It just seems odd that they wouldn't.
It's very confusing to me. I was like shocked that we saw 4 and then we did not see 2.
Yeah.
It's not like, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, where those are entries in a series that you would help you learn the lore.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, 2 hours and 7 minutes, 2 hours and 8 minutes.
This nose
Craziness.
is super itchy, by the way. Like,
And
it's
we've
been rough.
had like 17 people with us almost the entire time too.
Yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out. We love all of you. Remember that you matter. And we appreciate you all so very much for listening. Thanks again. And if you have anything bad to say about any of the takes, it's Communication Air Podcast where you can leave the reviews.
N64 games suck.
Next week and maybe a few other weeks going forward, we're going to be on Wednesday nights. So just mark your calendars. Same
There you
time, a different date.
There you go. All right, guys. We will catch you all later. Bye, everybody. If I can find the right buttons. This new design. Here we go.